What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name's John, and in today's episode of Procrastination Garage, we've got some stuff to talk about, as per usual. Also, it is now officially too cold for me to lay any more Bondo, and my heater does not keep the heat up in the garage long enough to get the car warm and, get good adhesion with body fillers and all that. So that is now officially on the back burner. Oh geez, I'm so sad about it. So when it gets warmer, I'll have my dad and my brother come out and help me thrash and do some finish work on the body filler and finish sanding and all that before I get ready to paint. So I will flip you guys around. We'll look at the car. We'll go over my list and maybe, just throw a dart at something and see what we get done. Okay, here's the car. So the last time we talked, I brought up that I had some rust popping up just underneath this rivet here. So it's basically from right there over to about right here. You can see it's kind of bubbled up a little bit right there and right there. And then my dad came over and he pointed out this spot right back here is a little bump just above the glass. That's probably rust. So I've got some options. I really don't want to pull the vinyl top off. I also just learned that this is actually the vinyl top off of a Chevy. Yeah, they didn't have the Dodge one available when my dad had it replaced. But I know that the rust should be limited to basically right there and that small spot right there, because back in the day, my dad had the vinyl top removed, the whole roof sandblasted. That's why I have some of the damage on the back glass. And then the whole car was painted before the new top came on. So I've got a couple options. I could either pull the top completely, paint the whole car, put a new top on it. I could pull the top completely, paint the car, and just forget about the vinyl top. Or I could do the right thing, which is probably what I'm going to do, is I'm going to attempt to peel the vinyl top up and out of the way so I can do the Bondo work here. And then later on, when I have more time and my garage is better insulated and I'm not having to thrash and get ready for a wedding, I can pull the vinyl top and put the actual boreskin vinyl top on that should be on this car. Although I do really like this top. I'm not mad at it at all for being Chevy. It's what it is. So I've still got some damage control right there to do. I've got those spots to worry about there. The end of the last video, I went ahead and welded the holes down there. I've also ground off all that down there, stud welded it all out, so it's good for more filler. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to attempt to tackle this beast, which sucks because a lot of my prep work right there is going to go to waste. No big deal. It's just a section from like there to there-ish. So I'll go ahead and prop you guys up somewhere. I'll take this piece. I have it all marked out and everything. I'm going to cut it, clean it up, thin it out a little bit because it's two pieces of steel welded onto each other. You can see right above my thumb there, those are welds burned through. Also, all the way up there. So I'll clean that up to the best of my ability. Slap it on the car. I hope. Please go well. Stay tuned. What you saw there was me cleaning up this bad boy. You can see that rust there. There's actually, this is the original, and then it had been either welded in at the factory like dog crap or what, I don't know. But at some point this was either re-welded in or just the factory does like, worse welds than I had anticipated. So I went ahead and ground off all the outer steel. I'm going to come in here with a wire wheel and clean all this up, get a couple more of these small pieces cleaned up, clean up around the edge, grind all this stuff so it's all nice and clean metal. I gotta cut this little piece off. Ain't no thing. So once I go ahead and finish all that up, I'll switch over to this side, and then I'll be hopping from that side back and forth with a tape measure and some tape and string and whatever it is I got to do to make sure that this new light hole bucket area thing, something, goes on straight-ish. As long as it's real close to that one, you can only look at one at a time. So it's, you know, I got a little bit of wiggle room, but I would like to get it as close to perfect as I can. Then once that's done, I'll go ahead and cut the hole, place in my piece, zip it in basically identically to how I did this one. And then we'll go ahead and move on to grinding all of that. Once I get that all ground down, then it's kind of a crapshoot what I do from there, because that needs some filler. I need a little bit more filler up in this area. You see that dark spot right there? That's a low spot. So there's other stuff to do, but I've been stuck in bodywork mode for so long that I don't know how to leave it. You know, it's weird. It sucks. So I'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I didn't bother filming it, but I went ahead and cleaned off all the Bondo and the fiberglass filler. I marked out, taped that up, took my sweet time, getting that all lined up, bouncing back and forth. I got a bunch of measurements and, you know, just generally eyeballing it. That looks like where it should live, so I went ahead and tacked it in. And next I'm going to come in, I'm going to basically do the same thing I did with this. I'm just going to cut in at a 45-degree angle, push it in flush, weld it. So flux core sucks, but working with what I got, and the patch didn't turn out bad, so I think I can handle this. I hope. Moment of truth. So I'm going to go ahead and procrastinate on doing that and go take care of some house stuff. And then I'll come back out here and just get into it. Otherwise, I'll never do it. I hate cutting the car up, but it is what it is. Then we'll come up and grind this door while we got the grinder out and everything. Yeah, and that might be the video. I've really only got the one day to work on the car today. I got a lot of family stuff and everything going on, and I'm going ice fishing tomorrow, which will be cool. So might post a picture of that or something up on the Instagram. Yeah, so I will flip you guys over after I'm done just generally screwing around. And then we'll cut my car up a little more. Oh, this better be the last one. All right, well, in the interest of being transparent, that did not go as great as I had hoped it would. Learned a few lessons from it, though. If I was to do this again, I would make sure I had nice squared off corners and a better welder. Currently, this is my setup here, given to me by my dad, old school Mac. This is just for the wire feed, and then these are my voltages. Not ideal. And I'm using flux core. I can hook a bottle up to this and then switch the polarity and run different wire, and I'd get a whole lot better weld, but, you know, I'm a man on a budget. So, does not look great. It'll grind off nice, so I'm going to go ahead and grind it down, then I'll weld it again to fill any pinholes. I didn't get any severe warping or anything. I got good penetration in most spots, you can see there. So, is what it is. It's attached, so I'll go ahead and grind her down, clean it up, and bring you back in. All right, well, I ground all this down, spot welded shut a bunch of pinholes, but I am now out of grinding discs. So, I'm gonna have to pick up a few more of those. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video together and post it up. It's really nothing special. That's probably what a lot of these videos are gonna be, is just me completing small tasks that are taking me entirely too long to do on my own with a full-time job and a full-time fiance. So, is what it is. Let me flip you guys around. We'll talk for a second, and then I'll go ahead and end the video. All right, guys, that does it for me for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video together on my lunch break, then go ahead and upload it so you guys got something. And I want to try and keep a somewhat regular upload schedule so people that are subscribed know when I'll be posting. comment down below what you want to see. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps me out. If you subscribe and let me know what you want to see, then I don't have to stand out here for like 20 minutes with my heater running trying to figure out what to do next. I mean, there's so much, right? So I'm thinking once it starts to warm up a little bit, I'll start thrashing on the Bondo again and prepping for the paint. So sometime soon, I would like to do like a revamp of my garage. I'm gonna need toolboxes, shelving, all kinds of stuff. So that's just gonna be like little baby steps, little incremental things to make the garage better. So if you guys have any ideas on how to make this space warmer, put it down in the comments. I've got to insulate my ceiling still, but this block, I don't want to lose interior space, so I can't put walls up and insulate those. So I'm gonna need some other options. So go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. We might pull in my fiance's car and work on it. It's a 2013 GTI. It needs a little bit of love. So we'll see you in the next one. Bye.